Hello, my name is Resilan Bearcat, and this is my first playthrough for the Rise of the Darkfog expansion for Dyson Sphere Program. This is the Albalda playthrough series. Hope you enjoy the gameplay. Alright, welcome back. Now, in this episode, we are going to be heading to Octa, but before we do, we have another mall expansion that we're going to do. So, oh, that's the wrong blueprint. Let's go ahead and extend my mall here. We will come in here and drop this in right here. And of course, I've got everything packed away, so I don't have everything that I need here. I'll need a few of these. What else do I need? Probably I've got plenty of belts. Let's see, I'll need a few of these. And then I'm going to need a couple of these. There we go. And I'm going to need some sorters. There we go. So fill this thing in and let this thing build. All right, now that is coming down through there. Now what we're going to do first, so let's take a look at what we're going to build down here. If I look right here, I have 4 ground fleets and 4 space fleets, and I can see that I can do corvettes and destroyers and make up units, entire fleets of these things. So what I intend to do is bring these things in here. And I need corvettes and destroyers. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to build, this is corvettes, and right here we're going to build destroyers. I don't have this, but I'm making it, so I can bring a few of these down. I don't have a lot of it, but it just requires the deuterium. So I can make some of this. That'll be fine for this, and then I will do the. I've got everything else except for reinforced thrusters. The corvettes, same thing, just reinforced thrusters. I have everything else that I need. So what we're going to do, let's see. I'm going to need reinforced thrusters. Let's come right here and let's build a machine. We're literally going to build it. I believe we're going to build it right there. And reinforced thrusters is going to take titanium alloy and gears. So what I need to do here now is grab this, and I will need to do the titanium alloy first. And then I will need to do the gears like that. That is all that's required. And then hook that up. I'm gonna need a little bit of power here. We'll stick some power right there, and that'll produce nicely. Now what I'm going to do, just so that I can create a buffer of these things, is when it does come in, I need the production rate's going to be pretty abysmal. Doing this method. Let's do that right there, and we'll let it create 2 stacks. That'll be fine. Okay. And I pulled the wrong thing. Let's fix that and pull the correct thing in here. I believe that is titanium alloy. Yes, it is. Okay. There we go. It's feeding in now. And how many of those things does it take for each one of these things? 6 seconds, 1 per second. Everything's good. It'll produce these out into a box. And we'll let that go. Now then, with that, coming back over to here, we're going to need that out over here. Well, both of these 2 things require titanium alloy, do they not? Well, I don't know. That one doesn't. Oh no, they reinforced thrusters. Sorry, yes, they do both require reinforced thrusters. So the reinforced thrusters will be the first thing I bring in for this one. We're going to bring this down through here like this. And then all the way down here like this. That'll be the reinforced thrusters. Now we need, looks like we need processors and then titanium alloy. So let's see here. Let's see. Processors is right here. Titanium alloy is there. Oh, we got gravity missiles. We got better missiles now. Okay. Let's see. Let's go up in here. So that is the things that are coming down through here. And then in the box here, well, we're going to need a box here. Right here. That is not where that box goes. That box goes right up there against that. Connects like that right there. So now then, let's see. We'll try something. If I do that, does this box fit right here? It does, but it doesn't. It would take up that line, so we can leave that in there, although this is going to look a little better. Take that out. If we move it down one more, it'll look like we've lined it up the way it's supposed to go. There we go. Now it lines up like everything else does. And we now keep this out of here. Okay, now this is going to be, that needs to be the little purple things. So, whoops, back to this, into here. We will request from other distributors. We'll do the little pink containers. Oh, and they're en route. Beautiful. It's going to grab the pink containers. That should get the Corvettes building. We've got the Corvettes coming in now. We've got one box there of those, and we'll just go ahead and put the logistics distributors on both of these. All right. Oh, it already knows what to do there. That is interesting. It's picking it up because of the routing, even though there's none being made yet. Okay, now these, to get these coming out of here, let's see, we need, oh, that was not what I wanted. That's going to be much slower coming out than it has to be. Is that, why is it doing that? I don't want to outfeed it at 0.75. Why are you being obstinate? Let's see. Okay, we'll do it this way. I have no idea, but that's what we want. Alright, it's running. We'll let that be producing, and we have our first Corvette down here. We've got 4 of them, in fact. Okay, well, Corvettes are being produced. I don't know how many. I don't know how much those stack or how many. I can calculate how many I need, but we don't know how they stack yet, so let's let those go. Does it tell me the stack size? Nowhere on there do I see the stack size. Okay, going back to this. Now this is going to require frames and those reinforced thrusters and that, and then it's got one other item that it needs. So let's get the items, let's open that back up. Let's see what we're going to need here. We're going to need first thing we're going to need is processors. Bring those in here. We are going to need frames, which are right here. And then what we're going to do here is I am going to break that line just for a moment, put a splitter in it, a standard splitter, and let's see, right down through here into here. Okay, very good. Now if we had the strange matter, we would actually be in good shape. The strange matter requires one of these particle colliders. We have a facility making these things. I don't know if I have that many of them created, but I don't need very many. Do I have an open slot in that tower? No, I don't. Let's see, that's not an interstellar, that's an interstellar right there. And I have an open slot in it, and I'm bringing in, I've got deuterium here, so hey, it seems it's green, it'll go with it. Let's bring these things. I only want to bring 100 of them. this is going to be remote storage, local storage. And we will do remote demand. Oh, and it brings 1,000. Of course it does. Well, that will, it won't resupply for a while. Let's see here. What we'll do then is we'll run this right out here. And I will put a splitter right on there. We'll run strange matter out like that, and we'll just build us a little distributor right here and take it down there. All right. And it knows what to do. This is a provider. And there's the items. Okay, they're inbound. So now we go back down here and get the request these things. Now we're going to need, yes, we're going to have to build this over on this side of the box. We'll build it right there. There is the item. Well, it went on there just fine. Sometimes I don't know why it doesn't do things. It has to do with distance or things. We'll put these in here. We're going to request from other distributors, and this time what we want is strange matter. And we have strange matter inbound. So we're going to have corvettes here in a minute. But this will be here when we get back. Let's see if we have a stack of... Oh wow, these things stack up really high. Interesting. That is interesting. And let's see. Space. Set fleet type. How does this work? I'm not sure I understand. I can do all of these. Oh, okay. I see what it is. And then, do I have to put some of these in here? Oh, look at there. So I need to put some of those in that slot. That fills those up. This fills that up. So we'll put these back over here. I'll need corvettes in here to replace these fleet battles. And I'll need a stack of the other drones as well. So I probably should have 2 stacks of the corvettes. 47 of them. It put in 8 per fleet and 4 of them, so 32. And then I've got 3 destroyers. Oh, let's see. With the fleet type that I have in here, space. Okay, now it looks like I can put a destroyer here, but it says when you look at the destroyer on the fleet composition that a space fleet can only have a maximum of 3 destroyers at a time. So this right here then needs to just be a regular fleet. So that right there would be my fleet composition for space. Fascinating. So we'll need some additional destroyers and corvettes to replace the ones that get destroyed. We will have to try a space battle out sometime. I have no idea how high these things stack. Still don't know how high they stack because of the way I did this. Let's see. I'm going to put these there. That gives me a full set of those. Almost got a full replacement set of these. Okay. It'll produce one more. How long does it take to produce these things? It only takes 2 reinforced thrusters, but the it is definitely, wait a minute. Oh, it takes 4 reinforced thrusters, and it can make one of these every 8 seconds. So I definitely don't have enough reinforced thrusters. I should probably have 2 of the things producing them, but they'll back up eventually. This is just the initial slow portion of this process. It doesn't take long to build these things. Kind of cool. All right, well, here we go. This was not the point of this this particular episode anyway, but I can't say I'm too disappointed to get to do something different here. All right, now that we've got that, let's go up here and we'll finish filling those up another time. We're going to, let's see, we'll carry all of those And these we'll just put back in that box. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. We have space fleets now. We're definitely going to have to make a save at some point and then go test that out. We can't not try that out. That's just too good to pass up. How did I end up with reinforced thrusters in my inventory? I don't know, but I'll throw that. And I ended up with some. Oh, I know how I ended up with the frames. That would be the. All right, let's see. Will they go in there? They will go in there. Very good. All right. Let's head out. We're headed to Octa. We've got everything we need. We have come by here and resupplied. We have concrete being produced in mass bulk now that we can import. Now, one of the next things we'll want to do is start making more belts and getting those belts and sorters and things where I don't have to carry them. I can import them when I'm off somewhere building. The things I use most, I want to be able to import. But we're headed to Octa right now. 2.28 light years. We're headed out. The space combat is coming. First, we're trying to take out the hive in that system where we're at. We may end up trying to take the hive out here first, because this is where we're going to build our interstellar thing. Man, these things are so spread out in this system. Unbelievable. I don't remember which one of these planets. Make sure I'm not too close to that hive with where I dropped out of warp. Be bad if I was getting shot at, wouldn't it? There it is, a 4 AU away. We're good. I have no idea which one of these planets I set up on. Okay. So let's take a look right quick. Octa 2. This was a lava planet. Lots of buildable area. A lava ocean. Let's see. This is the sulfuric acid. This has a lot of everything except silicon, but this has got a lot of buildable area as well. It's good solar energy. I think I'm going to want to claim all of these things though before I'm done. I don't think either one of these was what I did, but we're headed to Octa 3 this time for right now. Let's see, maybe we should just slow down and stop. Let's see if we can stop here in space, what happens. Oh, when I try to realign, my speed changes. Okay, no, we're not going anywhere very fast. Let's figure out what we have here for our planet. And there's all kind of stuff around this. Oh yeah, that's what it is. I didn't come to either one of these planets because of the different things here. Did I bring any orbital collectors? I hope I did. There's the Gobi planet. That's where I went because it has all of the other things. It's got solar energy, good solar energy. It had fractal silicon and kimberlite. Lots of buildable area. And that's the other ice giant. Now, did I bring orbital collectors? I didn't. I will have to go back and get those another time. But we're going to have to set up multiple things anyway. So let's see. First things first. Let's go here to where we set up and let's make sure we've denied them access. We want them denied access to all planets in this system. So we want to head to Octa 4. There's 5. There's 4 right over there. We're a long way from it. We'll warp part of this. Again, it's that's 8 AU. There we go. Much closer. We'll speed up. There's a logistics vessel coming in. I don't know what it's requesting. That's okay. We're going to be back over here. Now we're literally going to set up on every planet here and deny the Darkfog access. So we got a lot of work to do in this system. But this is going to become our system. Let's see. There is... Oh, there's no Darkfog here. Even though we ran them off this, they didn't come back. Okay, well, and we've got the old style outpost here. So we'll probably rebuild our outpost here. This is going to be a manufacturing planet, I believe. So I think we're going to do this completely differently. Let's see what we can do. Wait, where is my mining? Over here. I wish I could just shift click and it fly me over there. It'd be nice because I oftentimes don't know where I'm at. It turned around, but here we are. Here's my mining facility, my little outpost here. That's in here. That is outpouring, putting some of that stuff. Very nice. All right, well, let's get set up here. This is bringing in a little bit of everything here. And we are going to need foundations on this planet, and we really don't need these. We're going to clear this off. We are going to request foundations. This is just going to be local storage. We'll ask for 5,000 at a time. Remote demand. Look at that. We have foundations coming in. Great thing. Alright, we got the space warpers coming in. Foundations coming in. We're good. Alright, with that in place now, let me see where we're at as far as the equator. Are we on the equator here? We are not. Equator. Let's see if the equator is right down here. Okay. There's the equator. Nowhere near 0, 0, which is okay. Need to be. This coming up in here. This is on the transition point. This is one of my lines that I'm going to have right here. Okay, well, with that being the case, reaching out there, I think I can do without that one. I'll increase the likelihood that we don't have any. We'll get rid of some of these power things here and rerun the power route down through here. So let's this out here. Keep that out. Need that. Don't need that. Right up through here. There we go. So we're missing a row of them, but I don't think that's going to make any difference whatsoever to what I'm doing. It increases the or decreases the likelihood that I'm going to have collisions or problems with my grid and things that I'm putting down here. We can. All right, let's do this. Let's find 0. Let's find 0, 180. Be halfway around from where we're going to place it, but that'll work just as well as anything else will. 180 should be coming up right around in here somewhere. Oh, I'm going to went past it. Is this it right here? This is it right here. 180. All right. Of course, we have that right there on the line. Very good. Planetary blueprint. What kind of power do we have here? Wrong thing. Map. This is another one. This is one I want to do solar cells on. So, well, wonderful. And that's the one blueprint I don't have. So we're going to put planetary defense, and this is one we probably are going to end up defending. So I won't be removing the planetary defense items. I'm in here, and I'm going to put a planetary defense right here. On this, let's see how many collisions I got. A few. That is interfering with that tower. But man, that's a lot fewer than I would have thought I would. That might be the only collision I see. Got one there and one there. That's because of a belt. That's a signal tower. That area is okay. I can fix that by moving the belt. Let's slam that in there. Alright, and what we will do now is we will need the signal towers out here, and we will need the... Where's the other item? Oh, I've already got them out here. Alright, now that's all I need. Let's see. First things first, let's go fix this thing up in here so that I'll have 100% coverage. Right here, I need a signal tower, which means this belt needs to be run slightly differently. We run like that. And then we put a signal tower here. There we go. And then let's get rid of all that hydrogen out of our inventory. Okay, now we had a collision right up here also. And that would be probably because of that signal tower right there, which is no longer needed. Oh, there's a hole in the ground here. Didn't have many holes. Let's grab this. I want to be on this and this. Let's do smaller area. There we go. That was the item. Yeah, this comes up in here. I know it's the item. Okay, well, I can't put them down because I don't have any. I was hoping I could put a placeholder down. Doesn't look like I can. So let's run around here now and get this set up. And I'm not going to remove anything. We're just going around connecting everything up. Oh, I feel like I'm missing these right here. I feel like it should be right in here somewhere. Maybe not on this line. It should be... It ought to be right there. There should be a signal tower. Right there. Alright. Now what we'll do is we'll just start flying around the planet, filling things in, making sure we have the right things. So it's got a lot of buildable area, but there is a few holes in the ground. Right, that gets all of that. So now we'll come down here. Start filling these things in. Now we do have some extra items here that we don't need anymore. With these extra signal towers, so we're just going to leave them. They're not hurting. Those are not hurting anything right now. Right. We will bring... I guess I could start bringing planetary defense shields to put down on these things. This is a planet we are definitely going to want to protect before we try to dislodge the space, the hive here. But that will be for another day. Let's see. So we'll get this stuff done. Then we're going to set up all the mining. And this is going to be a production planet. So we are going to come back over here and put... or something. I've got 500. Yeah, we'll put 500 solar panels down. This will be the start of our domination of this cluster. And this will be one where we want to drive the dark hive out of here and make them leave the planet, this whole system. This is our system. Alright. I guess if we go down through here, run down through here. And my drones are faster than I am running. But they do come back and get things. If I fly, I'm faster than the drones. That definitely affects things and how I'm doing stuff. We are going to fill in every hole on this planet. We're going to use every square inch of this planet before we're done. I expect to have a whole lot of production on this planet. We've got more silicon there. This was one of the first places we came to get additional silicon. This planet has a lot of the silicon. And I harvested one node, I think, of it. Got fractal silicon off of this planet and was exporting it as well. Because when we first started this, we were critical. We had gone critical on the production of our, what is it, the silicon. But we were down to less than 300,000 silicon left in our home system at the point we were able to warp in here and do this one. Now this, is that all of the coverage? Is that everything? That's there. That's there. Yeah, that's all overlapping. I feel like there should be one of those right here. We'll stick that thing there. So it'll interfere with my mining, but it'll let me know that I'm missing an item there. Let's see here. Right, we can rotate up. Let's see what of these things we have. Got most of the stuff down. What do we got left? We got 10 of these. A few towers. Those have already been allocated. Towers. 38. Planetary generators, so we're missing 2. There should be 40 of them. And I think I know where both of them are, where they're missing. Right. Let's see here. All of these things up here. All 4 of these are up here. Alright. I have one more of these. Oh, it's over here. Look at that. And other than the planetary defense shields, we have everything done. So we can start, and I think we'll just start right here with putting down solar panels. So this is what's next, is getting the solar panels down, and of course that's going to also then mean that I do a little bit of leveling of things like that. Yo. And then it takes a lot of solar panels if we're doing all of the solar panels. But now that that's... Look, I got plenty of solar panels. Telling me I don't. Alright, and we want to space them out. Ooh, all those lines make it hard to see. But that is the actual thing that I want to do right there. And on this line, I can get 14 of them around there. Very good. 14 there. This is part of why solar panels take up so much space. You can place them closer together than you can the wind turbines. And that does make it take more. But it does provide a lot of power. So on a planet like this, where I want production to be doing things, it's one of those things. Now, the spacing's different when we come down here. I'm always using the one that's closer to the equator to determine spacing. So they do spread out a little bit more. Even with that, we're going to run very low on... 500 is not enough to do a planet. I'm not sure how many it does take. No, it's more than 500. Is one of those correct? Oh, that's some, but that spacing doesn't look right. How did that get off? Did I get on the wrong node? Oh, I'm on the wrong node there. Okay, I gotta fix that. This is just pure OCD. But hey, see, that needs to be on that right there, and that won't go on that one. That's the issue. Okay. So those are 4. Oh, it will go there. Well, it wouldn't do it the other way. Weird. Okay. Don't ask questions too carefully. When things don't make sense, you may have to reevaluate things. Let's see. That should be right there. Oh, very good. Okay. I don't know. There was something about that was off. Or it's even still off and I just don't see it anymore. On we go. Now that's going to collide. That's going to collide because of that copper, so we'll just let that go. Let's see, we're going to go down through here. Alright. This seems to be in the sun right now. This is the summer zone. So we get this little... latitude, we're getting a lot of sunlight. And good for these solar panels. When we start putting up the planetary defense, that'll be other things that we have going on here. The planetary defense requires a lot of power to put up, but it can be very powerful, so that'll be a good thing. Alright, we've got that row in. Next row up is this ring right here. And the spacing is wrong again. Alright. There is the correct spacing for those. So this is a slow, very boring part of setting up a planet. And if I had a blueprint set up for this, I could, I really should work on getting a blueprint set up that has the solar panels in it. I'll do that before I do another one of these. You still have to run around, but then you can fill it in, and then I'll know how many of these things that I need. So it'd be a lot less of a interruption doing it that way. Now, somewhere right here, there should be another item. I don't. Alright, there is a hole here. We haven't had too many of those that we had to fix on this planet, but there have been just a few. There we go. That'll be good enough. It's got a marker there to indicate we need to come back to that. Right, because silicon, I'll have to try to figure out how to shift things around to find that to best advantage. And that would be something we will be doing. I could be setting up mines as I go, just setting it all up at once, but it then distracts from the focus. This is much easier to me because I can just drag these things in here. I don't have to, once I've got the blueprint set, I don't have to really, or the spacing set. I just drag, it fills in, and everything that's in here. Alright. So we'll be back when we have this complete. Actually, I'll tell you what, looking at the time, you guys know what I'm going to be doing. We'll call this the episode. We did get automated our space fleet. We've got a space fleet in our now, and we've got it fully stocked. We have, we're back on Octa, setting up our processing here that we're doing for our next level of manufacturing, and this right here is, once we come back in the next episode, we will be starting to build the factory. So before I come back for the next episode, I will get all of these solar panels in here, I'll get all of the mining set up, and then we're going to start with building out our first thing we're going to start with is the solar cells. That'll be one of the first things we produce on this planet, is the things we need. We'll do all of the production for solar cells here. And then we'll lift these things up into orbit and start building our Dyson Sphere here. So, we'll see you in the next episode. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.